That's a wrap from the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry, having heard the testimony there of Advocate Peter Serunye, who is one of the Deputy Directors of Public Prosecutions stationed within IDAC inside the National Prosecuting Authority there, Bongiwe.
And quite interesting to hear a lot of what he's had to say, especially when you talk about the fact that a lot of the focus to us is on the Section 27, a lot of focus on some of the cases, particularly the one that would have been involving Lieutenant General Dumsani Khumalo and others as far as the work of crime intelligence is concerned. And then also, it's interesting how he seems to be painting a picture of a man who was set up, according to his version, and says that he was involved in something that would have then been done by people earlier on, and some people who would have been junior to himself. And then he's now asked to come in to kind of help.
Absolutely. That's what he was talking about how the former IDAC head, Advocate Andrea Johnson, insisted that he should be part of the case, including at the point at which they were resisting the appeal that was being lodged against one of the conditions. Remember the condition that the prosecutors got in that case that they had not asked for, but the magistrate added that condition that says the accused, including General Khumalo and others, are not allowed in any crime intelligence building anywhere in the country, a condition that no one asked for but was given by the magistrate. So the latter part of the testimony focusing on that, on, you know, what's your sense of where this condition came from? And quite interestingly there, Bongiwe, towards the end, he was talking to the point where he's saying it would be a sad day for justice in our country if this condition was discussed somewhere in the corridors, and insisting that he was not involved in any corridor negotiation, because interestingly, the condition granted without being asked for matches a condition that was being discussed, according to this witness, between the prosecutor on the day and Brian Padayachi.
And it's interesting also that very matter, because Advocate Joy Hlachwayo, we now know was the advocate in question, is going to have to answer some questions here to say, because remember when Andrea Johnson was on the stand as the former head of IDAC, she had to explain, because she even said that it would be improper for a condition to be granted and not challenged, you know, in court, because if you did not ask for it, then you are not going to then carry on with it. But also interesting as well, when you speak about Mr. Brian Padayachi, as an investigator, a lot of questions were raised to say, security clearance is something that he would not have had. It was raised with the former head of IDAC. And how then would you have allowed him to be the go-between, you know, to carry such sensitive information? So I suppose Advocate Joy Hlachwayo, who, according to Advocate Peter Serunye, he believes was also set up, because he says she was also junior, should not have been involved with this particular matter. It'll be interesting to hear from her.